it's Farmer Beavis and the whole crew here. Well, almost. We have Hitman, we have a Toby, and we have Serenaar.
Hello!
Yeah.
Hello.
And we have... Ugh, what is happening here?
I have any idea. We restarted the server and this.
Makes for an interesting perspective, though, with the Spirit of 76 chilling out on the roof.
Yeah, we're starting to create a lot of modern art installation all over the place. Oh, you broke it!
Yeah.
Broke it. You know me. I break everything. Forgot to hook up my steering wheel today. Derp.
Nice.
Okay, and that is supposed to be the thing why you break our art installation, or where's this going?
Well, I was going to say we had quite a nice art gallery going and then Hitman ruined
it. Right, so this episode, Toby and I are going to continue the plowing. And Serenaar is going to spray some lime, and then Serenaar and Beavis will cultivating. Field prep done.
Okie dokie, off we go.
Okay, I need to find a tractor.
There's one on the roof if you need one.
I try to avoid that one. Let's take this thing.
I'll take the Massey then. Sorry, Brew.
If you need another tractor, I could switch to the articulated one if you don't like that one. And you could have this 2870 if you wish.
Yeah, since you don't like the 2870.
I can live with it, but I'm on my way up to the other end here, so we can do a switch then if you like.
Yep. Let's see. I'm on my way there. Oh god,
wow.
This is so unusual without the better steering mod and drive control and all that.
You mean from 2015?
Yeah, I'm becoming way too used to that.
It's funny, I haven't played Farm Sim 2013 since last Saturday. It is now Thursday. And I haven't played Farm Sim 2013 since then, and Farm Sim 15 was the day before that for the live stream. I haven't gotten back to Farm Sim, and I'm sure, get going on Farm Sim 15 and get my series going, but I just can't seem to pick a map. So, how about we talk about that? Would you like to talk about that? About maps and hey, have you found a map you like, but you already started your series on another one, and hey, do you suggest a certain map? Or?
I had some issues with the map I picked, so yeah.
So you're not going to suggest anything?
Nope. I'm just gonna wait for Bandico and hope it comes one day.
Yeah, I need to check and see if Land of Italy will be out soon, but as far as I can see, the map designer's been making static objects to put in his map, but I don't know if he's actually started working on the map itself yet. Like, I'd like to do Farm Sim 15 on that map, but I've already waited 3 weeks, so...
Oh, I forgot to fill the...
Well, I started a series.
Yeah, I saw that. Excellent. I haven't seen it yet. I'm still behind on YouTube videos. What map did you choose?
Papenburg. That's a pretty nice map.
Good.
Beavis suggested it for me. To me.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Anything special on it, or just, I guess there's probably not a lot of scripts and stuff on the map yet, or is there?
No, it's pretty. It's made from Google Map, I think.
Oh.
It's pretty. Call it.
Pretty.
Oh, organic or natural.
If it's based on a real farm, then I suppose it's good, isn't it? Having something based on an actual farm.
I'm having fun there.
Good, that's the main thing.
Yeah. So have you guys been using any modded vehicles at all, or is there anything of any use? Oh yeah.
There are a few nicely redone MAN trucks that I like to use, but nothing completely rebuilt that, nothing completely built from scratch that can be seen as FS15 standards. I mean, a few of the nicer FS 2013 models have made an appearance, but
Any of them with
yeah,
the dirt script?
Nope. And with various degrees of success. And yeah. So it's mostly in-game vehicles or modified in-game vehicles.
Ugh. I did try the the Curvets. It seems a bit small and underpowered, so just hack that a little bit.
I told you
change the
it's
power.
too small.
I know.
Beavis isn't saying I told you so,
Favorite.
but I told you so.
It is my favorite tractor. I wouldn't mind getting it for this map too. I guess we're at the point where we could actually get a tractor that size. These are pretty decent sized fields.
I'm
What do you think,
completely
should we get
lost
the
in this
Curvets?
village as to where everything is. Ugh.
What do you think of this map? Are you enjoying this map?
I like
Or-
it.
Yeah.
I like it,
Yeah.
apart from the fact I don't know where anything is, but that's not the map's fault. That's my fault.
Do you find it quite a step back after playing Farm Sim 15? Are you seeing a big difference? Anyone? Bueller?
Sorry, I stepped out of the tractor for a second. And I dropped my walkie-talkie, so I couldn't reply to you anymore.
What were you doing? I don't want to know.
Come on, you can figure it out by now.
So, I've seen a lot of people ask, well, what's the difference between Farm Sim 15 and Farm Sim 13? Is there any point? At this point, would you guys say that you're glad you upgraded, or that you would have waited, or what?
Well, I wouldn't see it as a fundamental upgrade. I mean, a few things are nice about it, like that that you have a basic feeling what the vehicle is doing, and the thing doesn't seem to arbitrarily drive on a plane. But I don't see it as the big revolution that some people like to see it as.
At the end of the day, if... Sorry to interrupt. You have more to add there?
Yeah, but we're gonna keep this whole We Talk Over Beaver spiel going, so please go ahead.
Well, I'm just wondering, at the end of the day, when you're sitting there and you're like, oh, I feel like playing Farm Sim, do you go to Farm Sim 15 or 13?
I go to Farm Sim 15, but simply because not because of what the base game offers, but with some of the mods that are already out there, all the script mods. I mean, most of the stuff that I had in FS13 that interested me, like the BGA extension and all that, is available for FS15. Part of the Fruit Trees mod is available for FS15, although the modder seemed to have thrown the towel and left the stage, but still at the moment I'm enjoying FS15 for what it is. But as I said, is it a big upgrade? No. And was it worth the extra weight that Giants put us Mac users through? No. Because I'm sure the bugs are the same as in the Windows version, and Giants really needs to put their foot down and finally get some patches out.
What about
But
the rest
let's-
of you?
Sorry.
I really enjoy Farming Sim 15. It's definitely a step up graphically. Again, I think it just needs some time to catch up with 13 in terms of the mods, but if I was to play one over the other, it would definitely be 15 over 13. Even
you,
without
Toby?
all the variety.
Yeah, the same here. I like that the tractors won't just haul anything, so you can't just keep your Kogge all through the game and haul
Like you could in
60 cubic
13.
meters. Yeah.
Cool.
So, and the graphics.
I like how
Have
the
you-
tractors pull sideways up hills as well. That's always fun.
I don't like the way the starter seeder and the starter cultivator pulls the tractor because that's just stupid.
What, the way it kind of slides around? Because unless you have enough weight on the front of the tractor, it kind of just pulls it sideways.
Yeah. I mean,
It's a bit of
even
more
a
realism.
even a 160 horsepower tractor having trouble hauling a 3-meter seeder. That's not realistic. I'm going the wrong way, aren't I?
I don't know where you're going, Toby, but
I need fuel.
nice checking in on me. You want a can of Monster? No, okay. Then I'll keep it to myself.
No beer?
You know where the stash is.
Am I doing field 19 Hitman with the lime?
Just wait on it. I've got a little more touch up to do.
Well, it took me like 10 minutes to find the actual lime point, so my video's fantastic if this one actually doesn't get eaten.
Yeah, what about field 20?
I can do field
yeah,
20.
You're supposed. Oh, 20. Okay. I thought you were already done 20. You're looking
No,
for
I
the
haven't
second
even got. I just got some
Nope.
some lime. There's my achievement for the episode. Yay!
Yeah, getting lime. And my episode so far was me, taking a tree break and driving in
Waiting.
circles and talking.
Well, it's okay. Well, most people, I think, are tuning in to listen to us more than watching the action.
Yeah.
So does anyone else have anything to add to the what do you think of 15 versus 13 and whether or not it's worth changing over and all that? Couple of you off a couple times to try and get everybody's opinion in. Nothing? Alright then.
Well, I
You
think
may
it's worth a
speak
switch.
now.
It's in terms of simulator games. I think there's more non-simulator fanatics. People play Call of Duty and stuff. If they see Farming Sim 15, I think they'd be much more likely to play it and believe it's a real game because of Farming Sim 15.
Right. Because of the extra, like the dirt and that sort of thing.
Well, when they see how well done the game is, I think they'd be much more likely to pick it up rather than just dismiss it as a ridiculous thing like Goat Simulator or something. So, props to Farming Sim 15 for looking so good as it does.
Can't wait till we get some, like when you look at some of these big changes like soil mod and VGA extension, things like that came out in Farm Sim 2013 that just, the idea wasn't even there, it seemed, as far as, getting it into, well, if it's not even added in Farm Sim 15, then obviously it was kind of beyond the scope of what they're dreaming of at Giants. So I'm interested to see what we're going to see next on the mods for Farm Sim 15.
Yes, they had enough of a run with 13 to know what the modding community is capable of, so I'm sure we can surprise them with even more interesting things and give them ideas for the next game.
Well, but Giants doesn't really seem to care about putting a whole new feature list in because, if you look at the GUI design, and I know I'm gonna sound like a grumpy old man here, but I said in my videos, thanks Toby, but I said in my videos that I still have a grudge against Giants for the whole release thingy-doofer. And if you look at the GUI design and all that, and the control fiasco that you can't even change your controls without crashing the game, that the whole thing seems to be a bit geared towards casual player and console player type scenarios. And with the upcoming console release, we will have to see how much care Giants will take of the existing problems on the PC platform or on the Mac platform.
It is disappointing how late they waited for the Mac version. I can understand your pain, Beavis.
I'm glad they are incorporating consoles, though. Every bit helps. The more, the more fans they get, whether it's on console or PC or Mac or Linux or whatever. The bigger the fan base, the more, the better opportunities there are for us for the next Farm Sim. Like,
Yes.
they'll have better resources to make a better game. Maybe they'll hire some more
Yes.
people on and do some bigger stuff and kill some of those bugs.
Yes and no. Because, and the past is doomed to repeat itself. What has happened in the past with titles going from PC only to console, or to multi-platform, so to speak, is that the new releases will be more and more geared towards the more casual console crowd, and that the core features are gonna be more geared towards console. And if you make a game for console, you just only can put in so much, and in the end of the day, the PC crowd, basically the guys who play on a computer, are gonna lose out, because you only have so much buttons on a controller for a console, and you only have so much assignments for those buttons, and that limits you with how you choose to implement certain gameplay ideas. And then again, Giants isn't big enough to and won't be big enough in the next 1 or 2 releases to really have dedicated versions for console and PC. So you will see a certain casualization, as much as I hate to use the word, because it makes you use makes sound like one of these dope heads that call themselves the PC master race. But in the end, it's gonna lead to the core crowd losing out. Beavis nonsense over.
Well, I think basically if Giants dropped the ball, somebody else would step in. Like if they said, okay, we're just going console only, that somebody else would see the potential and say, well, there is a crowd here that is actually interested in this kind of genre. And if they're not going to, because right now to try and muscle in on the Farm Sim crowd right now, like Egg Sim failed as far as I'm concerned. UIG just totally, unless they're going to come up with something that actually works, they've lost out to Giants as far as I'm concerned. And to try and make a game and get into that, break into that, you're going to need a pretty fabulous game, which means the finances to beat Giants, because that's what you got to do, right? Get into this. Farm Sim. At the end of the day, it's a farming simulator, but it seems pretty popular, and I'm pretty happy to see kids are happy with it too.
It is, yeah. It's surprising how popular
awesome.
Such what a niche game it is. But everyone I've shown it to loves it and is surprisingly addicted to it once they play it.
Yeah, quite funnily, it outsold Call of Duty Advanced Warfare on Amazon on launch weekend. So,
wow.
Yeah.
Well, see, now that's got to be good.
Speaks volumes. But still, my concerns stay as I stated.
I think given time, this could be a fantastic game.
No, I don't know anything really about consoles anymore. There's no modding there, is there, other than stuff they would purchase from Giants?
The only quote-unquote modding, as you said, is downloadable content, and
right.
Yeah.
So, yeah. In that respect, it's wow, the game can get so much better, and the only reason 2013 even survived, I think, is because of the mod. I don't know about you guys, but if it weren't for mods, I would have given up the game 2 years earlier.
Yeah, sure.
So, they must see that the PC modding is where it's at for keeping their titles going. I mean, how could you be a marketing specialist and not see that? It's obvious to me with no training at all.
Well, you saw how well the marketing department handled the whole launch fiasco. How well the customer communications rolled in.
Yeah, though the marketing department, are they the ones that forced them to release before they're ready to have everything going? I mean, they made all these promises of when they're going to release the game, but ultimately somebody dropped the ball there and promised something they couldn't deliver on time, so...
Yeah,
who do you blame for that?
And Astragon surely didn't help in that case. But Astragon also butchered up the release of Construction Sim.
Yeah, I've seen some of you guys are playing that. I didn't purchase it. I guess we're gonna switch topics here, and we'll have a yak about that for a few minutes before we're done here. Which of you guys?
I'm sorry to derail the conversation.
Oh no, that's okay. I think we're probably about finished up with what we're gonna say about FarmSim for now. So, how many of you guys have purchased the game and played it?
I luckily have not, but the voices I heard about it were less than positive.
I was looking at the reviews on Steam earlier, actually, because it popped up in my here's what you should buy thing on Steam. And yeah, the reviews are very mixed, shall we say.
It seems to have a lot of performance issues, and you can't get the controls right and stuff like that.
Lots of physics engine problems as well, with flying vehicles and all sorts.
The fun.
That sounds like a good game.
Yeah.
I don't know anything about that company. Are they going to be a UIG or a Giants as far as supporting their product once it's out?
Well,
what I mean is, are they going to patch it or not?
I don't know the actual developer, because that's a pretty new studio from what I've seen. But the publisher is Astragon, and that's the same company that publishes FarmSim. And basically what happened with Construction Sim was there was a miscommunication, or maybe it was just somebody at Astragon screwing up, but then the community manager is supposed to be the one to keep the community happy, hence his name, community manager, then replied to somebody on the Steam forum because they asked, hey, why can you play it and we can't play it? And he said, yeah, because I'm the community manager. So basically told the guy to, nah, I can play and you cannot. Which is not the way as a community manager should act, be it while being at work or in his private time.
Well,
because still your name attacks as community manager, and yeah.
Well, that aside, because I really don't care about the politics. Or do you think we're going to see that game fixed, and the ability to? I mean, it is a multiplayer game, and do you see that? Hopefully, it'll get fixed, and I don't know how moddable it is. I assume that you could mod it.
They tooted the horn about the mod support pretty hardcore, so I suppose it's pretty moddable, but as for it being fixed, I guess it depends on if the developer gets the stuff together, and if Astragon is interested in patching it.
I guess it all comes down to how big a fuss people made about, the game being released and how many sales they had. And I mean, I would think that if they had a pretty successful campaign and we're able to sell a lot of copies, then we'd probably be more interested in fixing it than if it was, just a splash in the pan.
Yeah, but I don't get the whole that everybody and the dog accepts broken games now being released, because sure, we have these new distribution platforms which are wonderful and allow for quick bug fixes if the bug fixes occur and if the patches actually do something. But I mean, in the past you bought the disc or whatever off the shelf, and yeah, you couldn't download a day one patch for 500 megs. I mean, your parents would have kicked your rear end out the garage door if you said, hey, I need the phone line for 2 days because I need to download a patch from a new computer game.
Yeah, what happens to games just being released and working?
Yeah. And then suddenly the developers are the good guys for fixing their games. Well, if I pay money for a game, I expect it to work. Is that such an alien concept anymore?
Yep, it is.
Apparently so, especially if you're Ubisoft. Like Taff was going on that rant that time in the live stream. It was so funny.
Ubisoft, our
Assassin's
special
Creed.
friends.
Lovely.
Yeah, I could go on for days about these topics.
24-hour
It's-
live stream just for Beavis's Ubisoft rant.
Are you still spreading lime, by the way? Just to kind
I
of...
ran out and then I had to go back and then I couldn't get the fill point to work, so I've got 68% full and that's all you get in, otherwise the tractor's ending up in the river.
Well, you're driving a front-end loader, right?
No.
Oh, Massacres. Okay.
Should I
So you
be?
don't have a bucket on... Well, no, if you had a bucket on the front, that would be why you could fill it all the way, because it includes what's space in the bucket.
I got 100% last time, but it's the fill point is very finicky and I was just getting annoyed with myself. So yeah, 68% is what you got.
Love it or leave it.
Yep.
And of course, don't be afraid to spray a bit over the edges.
Oh, you know me. On the road, houses, roofs, cars.
Beavises, but
Yeah.
to ease your pain, we're getting a 8.8 after I'm passing over with the cultivators,
Nice.
so we seem to be
Good,
on
good.
the good side.
Oh me, I fuss with soil mod like crazy now. So, under 9, then we lime.
You should get that on a t-shirt.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Hitman wear.
There'll be about 6 people who'll get it.
Mesdames et messieurs, le Footmittens collection. What?
Well, I would say we're just about at that time, so we got some more field prep done, and feel like I've been sitting here doing a talk show. Nobody's been poking Toby enough, though, because he hardly says anything. You still with us, Toby? Oh,
No, there we go. He's AFK.
bored and asleep.
What? I muted you, sorry.
Oh, there.
Wow.
Feel
Into the
bad.
biogas plant with you.
Yeah.
Oh my. Well, let's say goodbye, everybody.
Goodbye.
Bye bye.
Goodbye, everybody.
See you next time.